Hello shooters, today I'm going to be demonstrating to you how to reload 32 rimfires with reusable cases. Here's an original round, 32 Colt. Here's the round that we're going to be producing. I get my cases from a guy on 10 Mile on Gunbroker, and the seller's name is 10 Mile. He sells other cases and stuff, and he also sells the bullets for this operation. I got my 32 a while back, and it was just, he struggled to load the cases, and I came up with a kit to make it simple. Actually, I based it off of a Lee hand press, and the reason why I did that is because I had one, and it works good at the range. And you can have 10 cases and 100 bullets, and you can shoot them all out without coming home and using a regular press. Now this kit will work in a rock chucker or a regular press. I'll demonstrate that in coming up how to do so. There's a few things that you're going to need to do this. So you'll need a Lee hand press or a press of some sort, a shell holder, which is a 223. I'm actually using a number 4 Lee, and the reason why I'm using the Lee, I have a number 10, but I'm using a number 4 in the Lee is because there's a little more rim space and it slides in and out fine. And I notice with a number 10, it sometimes doesn't want to do what fit in there like it should. We use power tool loads. This is a number 1, which are gray. We kind of grafted. It's right around at, well, 600, 650-ish. I also shoot number 2s, which is in the 850-ish range. And here are the spent primers of a number 2 and a number 1. And as you can see, the number 1s don't expand, and I'll explain that, how to deprime them in a little bit. Now, for you guys that have a 32 rimfire and don't have any loading equipment, this kit would be terrific for you guys. It's compact, it'll be out of the way, and you can just be out of the way. So, basically, what we need to reload these cases are a hand press of some sort, a shell holder, bullets, load projectile loads, cases, and the kit. And the kit comes with a depriming and priming die, the depriming tool, which is double-headed, which I'll show you that, a pin for priming, a bullet seat, and a sizing die. And we also need some case lube. I'm just using a regular case lube. There's other lubricants that could be used. So, with that, let's get started. So here we go. Now it's time to deprime the cases. We have 6 fired cases already. 3 of them are with number 2 loads, and 3 of them are with number 1s. Here's the number 2s, which you can see how they are expanded, and this pin would go in here to push them out. Now the number 1s, at least the ones that we have, don't expand, as you can see, and we use this other tool, which we'll show a little bit better picture later here, and which is just the other end of the priming tool. Goes in. Like I said, I use a number 4. Slide that in, screw in your decapping tool, and slide your pin into your shell holder. So, like I said, this would be for the number 2s. Slide them on. Now you do have to watch a little bit right here where this lip is, but you just have to watch so you don't get it caught, which it doesn't seem to have done that, but it works fine. So here we have a deprimed case. Slide it on again. it's chamfered here, it slides in, and it goes easy a little bit, and then you have to finish it off, and it comes off. Sometimes it sticks, but like that, that's fine. And we need another one here. Same procedure. Now I do like to get the primers out of there. There is a hole on the back side, but sometimes, whatever, it's just better to get them out. So you just turn it, invert the pin, and basically it's the same procedure, but you got to hold a little bit, slides it in. Case is deprimed. We'll do that again. Now these are the only two things that we came across different, and that's why I made it so we could use it two different ways. So right now we have 6 deprimed cases. So now it's ready to prime your cases. All we need is the plunger for the primer. It slides back into the shell holder. And take your case, slide it into the same die we had in. It's got a recess so it can't go in all the way. Take your load, stick it in. One done. And normally we did this in a vise and you're monkeying around, and this is so much simpler, and it's so much easier to do it out at the range. So you could have 10 cases and 100 rounds or 100 bullets, and you shoot the whole box up. So now we have 4 cases that are primed. Now it's time to put some bullets in. So we're going to take our bullet seater, slide it in. Now that set screw's on there. I'll show you in a little bit what the set screw's for. So we take our case, slide in the shell holder, take a bullet, put it in the seater, run it up, push it into the first notch, you have a bullet. We'll do this 3 more times. Now, some of these cases, 2 of these cases, now I don't know which ones they are, but have over 30 rounds through them. And I can't tell the difference between the 30 or non-30. Alright, so now some of you guys don't want to spend the money on a Lee, and then that's fine. This will work in a rock chucker. And I'll show you how to do that. That's what the set screw is for. So all you can do is you're going to tighten that up just a little bit so the rod doesn't fall out. And I don't necessarily know if it's necessary, but it is easier if you just chamfer the case a little bit and then take a bullet and start it in the case. Put it in there. So now if you had like a rock chucker, it would be up like this, of course, and then the bullet would be in there, and all you'd have to do is press it in and you have yourself a loaded case in a regular press. So now we're going to size the rounds. Take your sizing die, slide it in, and like I said, this will also work in other presses. So you take your case lube. It doesn't take very much. Just give it a little bit. Now, not all cases are probably going to have to be sized the same. My gun just takes a little bit past the bullet and works fine. But with these cases here, you put it in and go all the way in, pull it out, you're done. We'll do another one, just a little bit. Too much lube is not good either, but just enough to don't get stuck. And again, like I said, when you put it into the shell holder, where the recess part is or where the shell part is, you want that towards the top, so there's more meat in the shell holder. So because there could be a possibility, if it is a lot of sizing that needs to be done, could wreck your case. So I got one more to do here. And like I said, this is how we do it. Doesn't mean that you have to do it this way. And like in any reloading, there's dangers involved, so you need to be careful and take adequate steps to protect yourself. So we are done with the demonstration. We're going to go shoot at the range, and hopefully this gave you proper information. Alright, so after we reloaded our bullets, this is where we're going to shoot some. So as you can see, it's not concentric. And that's the reason, because it is a rimfire and it needs to fire. So the top part is thicker, or the thicker part goes to the top of the gun. You got a little leeway, but not super lot. But as you can see, it's in there. Now the shell is ready to fire. And that's how you shoot 32s.